So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the second part of the Android Studio tutorial, uh, Android Studio 2020, and today I am going to discuss about the different tools that are given in Android Studio and what are the utilities of them. So basically I have opened my Android Studio application, and here it's showing the first application which I am trying to make, my first application. And the first of all, they give the tip of the day and says press Alt to open the project tools windows. And so this is the tip. Basically every time you open the Android Studio, they show a tip, and this is quite helpful. So you can check the next tip or every tips that given, or you can uncheck the show tips on start option and then close this. So when you get it to the full screen mode, it says the waiting for build to finish. It means this part was taking the time to get. So here we got the Android Studio plugin updates available, says component SDK platform 30, and they say to update, so I can just simply click on update, and this is saying the ID plugin and all the stuffs Android 10 plus R. So this is update. We can update. So I'll just keep it for now. I will update it later on. And here so basically this is the overall screen. So let's first of all start from the beginning. So here is the file, which like here in this part you can close this project, close the recent project, open a new project, or debug an APK, open a recent file, and then you can go to settings, and in settings you can get actually all the settings. So like here it says the Android SDK, it's not Android 10.0 plus, this is Android R, its update is available, and Android 10Q it's not installed, and all these stuffs. So this is the basically settings, and I'll actually click OK. So this is the basically settings, and there is import settings, export settings, and all, and this is save. Like you can, whatever you do here in this project, you can save it over here, and then sync the project with Gradle files. Gradle files is basically this Gradle script. So if you double click on that, you will get the Gradle scripts over here. So we'll learn that about in the some other videos, some other days. And then export to HTML, like if you are giving this Android application to your website, so you can export this to your HTML, and then you can upload it to your website. So and this is exit, means you can exit the application software. So here it's edit. So like all the stuffs you can do when you are working over this project. And view means the way you want to see every object, you want to set everything in this place, this palette, this component tree, this part, this project. And then this is the project. Basically it shows what is your Android project all about. This is the resource manager, and you can see all whatever you need for building this Android application in this resource manager. So this is the project. Let me open it out. Alright, so here it's to do, and here is build. It means the build will Gradle build running. You might have seen that here it shows Gradle build running, means that its application is coding, decoding, or debugging and installing, and all these things are done over here. Build Logcat, you can click on that to actually basically Logcat. Here you can actually basically see how this Android application is running, and how Android Studio is running or debugging or running actually basically the application. So here verbose means overall everything, and then debug means debugging when Android Studio will be debugging your application, so it will show everything, the information, any information they want to give to you, warning, any kind of warning or malwares or anything what they want to express, it will be shown over here in this screen. Errors, basically to do Lockcat, I basically do for errors and verbose and all these things. These are the basics, like I can actually easily know from where and what is my error. So there you can also search what is the related errors and all these things. So you can just click minus and it will go back. Alright, so this is the play option, means if you are building any Android Android application, so you can just play and run it on a virtual device. So you can actually simply click many virtual devices, like open AVD Manager. If you open AVD Manager, so if you open AVD Manager, you can here simply create, I have already created one virtual device named Pixel 3 XL, whose resolution is 1440 by 2960 and its API is 27 and it's Android 8.1 and I'm using the Android 8.1, and like I'm showing this here. So this is the basically the virtual device which I am using. So like here you can also create other virtual devices, so like namely all these stuffs, all these are the basically the mobile Android devices, Android cell phones, handset, and television also, Wear OS also, watches and all, and then tablet also, and other automotives. And so basically Android Studio, I am using this Android phone OS, and then you need to set up its hardware, that is the Android version. So what we'll do here, we'll go to click next, and then there will be these things, Android R download, Android Q download, Android Pie download, Oreo download, and all these things. You need to basically you need to download these stuffs. I have not yet downloaded, but I have downloaded those some Android softwares, like I think I have downloaded Android R and Android 7 Nougat, and then you need to just click finish when you are done with that, or you can ask for help with the community, or simply just finish with whatever you want to, but you need to basically download these files so that you can run the Android device. You will basically get an Android device like this, where you can actually where you can actually find the same interface as of a mobile device, like play music, Google, and everything. So like just let me keep it aside. Alright, so I'll give it cancel for now, I'll give it a cross. So done. So basically, alright, so you can also clear it like a mobile phone. Here you will get the clear option, I guess, there. Alright, so this is thus you can run any Android device, and you can run your application on this by clicking the play option. And this is the debug, like if you are having any errors or any malwares in your Android application, you can just debug simply. Here you can see the profile of the application and other utilities. So these are all the high profile high level utilities. We'll learn it in the other videos. So let's go to this main center. So this is the what you will get the Android application. So here you can set blueprint, you can get the blueprint, you can get the design plus blueprint, you will get the portrait or landscape mode, and you will I just for now I'll give it to the portrait mode. Alright, so you'll select the device, whatever device you want to know, and then you can select the Android theme, Android I think it's API. So and then you can select any kind of the theme, like if you click on no action bar, and there will be no action bar if you click on any kind of theme. So for now I am using that default theme, and here you can I think you can select the language. So here it's default English United States, and this is the actually basically the design, like you can design it manually. So this is the design, and it comes over here, and you can also get the split mode where you get the design in this side and the main codings over here, or simply the coding mode where you can only find the codes. So basically I do here the I feel comfortable in making the design in this manner, and I don't like coding so much because it's a bit messy and tough, and sometimes I get confused. So but here it is easier, and well, I can also use the code and the design at the same time. I definitely use the code and the design sometimes, but most of the times I do design. But for main codings is comes under this Java, where you need to like give the all the instructions to this application, and this is the main activity. So so these are the modes of designing the application and building. And here comes the attributes, like so giving an ID to each of the contents present over here. Like for this page there should be a definite ID, there for this text hello world there should be a definite ID, and there you can set how this interface should look like. And this is the background, so if I change this color, so it will change the color. Like I can just make it bigger or smaller or whatever I want. And so as you see the change in color, and then if you want the text to be bigger, so it can be bigger like 30 sp, it says hello world. And thus if you play this, you will find this there is the saying that Gradle build running, and then they would state install, means the application is installing in your Android device, I mean the virtual device which you can install in your computer. So here this is all about the instructions, what we need to how we need to use the tools basically. And here like you can edit everything, like cut, copy, paste, and delete and everything. In fact you can do undo or redo. Undo is Control Z, and Control Shift plus Z is redo. So like this is the view, how you want to see, and tool windows and appearance of the application, and then navigate. So this will come in the later videos, later tutorials. So this is basically the basic instructions of the tools that we want to we need to use in Android Studio 2020. And this is everything is like it's not that complex as other coding applications. So this is basically the almost very easy. So here is event log, what this did in the last time, like in 11:19 am it installed the successfully finished the installation of Android application in my device. So here it comes, like we did the interface in this manner. So let me down this, hide this. So here comes the hello world, and the interface, the page, like white color, and this is the dark brown color. So we get this in the same way. So when we run this, and here says Gradle build running, then install, then this will appear on your device, on your virtual device. So this is mainly the basically the tools and the introduction to the tools and everything on the screen on Android Studio. And in the next videos we'll learn about making some applications, utilities of these text buttons and all these things. So in the next video we'll do all these things, so and learn about everything what is present over here. What is this component tree? The component tree is basically the whatever is in your in this screen, whatever in your screen, this is all the component tree. And from this palette you can give anything whatever you want, you can draw over anything. So So this is basically the introduction to the Android Android Studio tutorial, and this is the part second of my video. And in the next videos I will discuss about how can we use these things, and how basically the codings, and how basically we can design, how we need to do every stuffs over here. So for that, please get in touch with my channel. If you are new to my channel, you can subscribe my channel, and if you have any queries, anything you want to mention, you can just put down your comments in the comment section, and I'll definitely check them, and I'll try to reply, or someone else will reply for you. So this is all. So